Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, and you might as well get used to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole War Chant is going full throat. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, the Purdue Boilermakers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Boilermakers will kick it away to start us off. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Florida State's offense takes the field. And here it comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense, always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
They get to him as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the returner will be brought down. The Boilermakers offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time with you.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you to get a sack. The ball has to be coming out a little bit later. But you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the highest level for that defensive end.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly to the tight end.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
We just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get
snowed under by the defense.
I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? You almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
The Seminoles get enough to move the chains. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll get rid of it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, man.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Gives it to the back on the draw. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Finds his big tight end. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. To the ground with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bringing it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time in Florida State, offensive line play wasn't good enough. You got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. I mean, this guy can make some plays.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touch. Fires into traffic, picked off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back. Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Wide receiver shows motion. Scanning the field, it's Croman Hope. They're trying to get to it. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. Stands in and takes the hit. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Just about set to kick it away. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Throws to the wideout. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Got the quick pass. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle, it's McCray. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw, feeling some heat. A strike downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
He makes the connection. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive game. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a...
Going for the big play. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The give to the back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on.
The Noles will line up to kick off and start the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Off play action on first down. Makes the grab. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The Boilermakers in the hurry-up.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the out.
He's looking deep. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Looking for more room. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The give to the left side. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for once.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
Nah, it was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon with the offensive lineman call it out and pick you up. You could tell did a good job buying a little bit of time, and then on the snap, boom, shot out of a cannon, right to the quarterback, gets the sack.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
It's a reverse. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose. Inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, no. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Here he comes with the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the ball.
We'll get this quarter going with a 2nd down play. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Finds the tight end. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. You saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits when we take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
And the Boilermakers will hustle to the line. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Wide open downfield. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
To the air on 1st down. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The give and tick, 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 tick. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
It's hard to stop great runs. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Flushed out of the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying the left side. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll run it to the right. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Fast motion from the offense. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Got his man in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown Seminoles! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win. Still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. But this offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Makes the catch. Touchdown, Florida State. And the route is on. They push that lead out. A really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
You're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. Slips through the line. Powers through. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. One more play to pad the stats. Quarterback checking off. Comes out throwing on first down. They're bringing heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield.